In a world where the stranger is increasingly our neighbor, how do we educate for global citizenship? What does it mean, and what does it entail to act as global citizens today? Looking at the world around us, who do we want our students to be as they step into this world? As Jesuit schools working towards a mission of reconciliation and justice, we strive to form men and women of conscience, competence, compassion, and commitment. Our Ignatian foundational works guide our journey, with the universal apostolic preferences guiding all the works of the Society for the next 10 years. We integrate the 13 Rio action statements with the 10 global identifiers outlined in a living tradition, which describe what makes a Jesuit school Jesuit today. Integrated together, these guide us to educate for human excellence. The universal apostolic preferences connect us to the worldwide mission of the Society of Jesus and to each other. We live the living tradition. Our work together as a vibrant international network has helped us define more clearly and direct more precisely our apostolic fervor. Our shared mission for human excellence, for social justice, for a sustainable earth, tells us that we are at our best when we understand ourselves to be interconnected with the world. Our efforts to build a more just and more humane world have their best chance to take root when we know ourselves to be global citizens. How then do we educate for global citizenship? Global citizenship is not an add-on, another curricular goal, another instructional task, another club, another email, another meeting, another fundraising task. It is how we proceed as men and women for and with others in this time and place. Global citizenship is inherent in our Jesuit education. As we educate for faith, educate for depth, for reconciliation, we also educate for global citizenship. As school leaders and educators, we accompany our students on their journey to becoming global citizens. Some of you may be asking yourselves, how do we define a global citizen from our Jesuit Ignatian perspective? Here are some students from our global regions sharing how they are living this definition of an Ignatian global citizen.
So what is global citizenship?
Global citizens are those who seek to continuously deepen their awareness of their place and responsibility in a growingly interconnected world, both locally and globally, and stand in solidarity with those who pursue a sustainable earth and a more humane world as true companions of the missions of reconciliation and justice.
At Stonyhurst, we strive to deepen our awareness of our place and responsibility in this increasingly interconnected world by our commitment to social justice projects and care for our common home. We do this through initiatives such as the Hummingbird Project to resettle a Syrian refugee family within our community, and a student-led project to develop green technology for individuals to use to reduce their cars' carbon emissions.
Nous sommes des jeunes de la République démocratique du Congo qui participent activement dans le réseau Génération 21+ à foi et joie. En tant que réseau global juvénile, nous nous mobilisons pour la transformation sociale, le droit à l'éducation, à la justice environnementale et l'égalité de genre depuis nos communautés locales et entre plus de 22 pays d'Afrique, d'Amérique latine et d'Europe.
To stand in solidarity with others, we at Brophy Prep have completed a 188-mile run from the San Francisco Peaks to Oak Flat in efforts to help defend the Apache lands and their sacred religions.
We, in the pursuit of a sustainable earth at Ateneo de Davao University, choose to move towards a plastics-free lifestyle, starting with a university ban on single-use plastics and to observe a bring-your-own container practice within the campus.
Como graduada del Colegio San Ignacio, pude vivir un mundo más humano, viendo las enseñanzas que siempre nos daban acerca de cómo en el rango que estudiáramos en la vida siempre vamos a poder afectar la vida de otra persona para bien, ya fuera en las actividades de FAS, que era formación en acción social, o en misiones, que eran ir a ayudar comunidades. Así vivimos un mundo más humano.
We at St. Michael's High School, Patna, as true companions in the mission of reconciliation and justice, raised funds and visited Padri Ki Haveli and Shishu Bhavan, an orphanage and an old age home in Patna city. We also celebrated cultural festivals and international days to promote the spirit of global citizenship, solidarity, and harmony.
We work together as a global community, as global citizens who continuously seek to deepen our awareness of our place and responsibility in an increasingly interconnected world, both locally and globally, who stand in solidarity with others in pursuit of a sustainable earth and a more humane world, as true companions in the mission of reconciliation and justice.
The global pandemic, which has prevented us from meeting in person for this gathering and which has disrupted our lives in so many ways, has also given us the opportunity to understand that we must face it together by showing solidarity, empathy, and the appreciation for our common humanity. It has reminded us to pause, to listen to ourselves and to each other, and to reach out to our neighbors while at the same time being connected to those far away. It has highlighted the importance of deepening the global dimensions of our work. In 2019, the Secretariat of Jesuit Education convened a task force which united the diverse voices and realities of the 6 geographical regions of the Global Jesuit Network of Schools, along with JRS Education and Fe y Alegría, to discern our Ignatian perspective of global citizenship and how we can incorporate this into our educational frameworks. The task force created and published a roadmap complete with reflection questions and resources to accompany you in integrating global citizenship into the life and work of your school. Many schools from different provinces around the world have availed themselves of these resources and adapted them to their own contexts. Areas such as strategic plans, teacher formation, and innovative pedagogies have been recast through the lens of global citizenship. Your colleagues in leadership have generously offered to share with you their experiences of incorporating and integrating the dynamics of global citizenship into the animation of their school mission.
Em 2019, organizamos um congresso tematizando a educação para a cidadania global, no qual participaram lideranças, estudantes, professores dos colégios jesuítas no Brasil. Nele discutimos a importância da formação para a cidadania global no contexto da nossa missão como colégios jesuítas. Em preparação ao congresso, todos os participantes fizeram o curso de Cidadania Global na plataforma Educate Magis e, para continuar o diálogo, iniciamos a pós-graduação Cidadãos para o Mundo em parceria com a Universidade Jesuíta de Belo Horizonte.
At St. Lawrence High School in Kolkata, our students have come to know their peers in other Jesuit schools across the world by connecting virtually through Educate Magis via connected classroom tools. In addition, Expression, our global art project, which promotes peace through sport, gave students the space and opportunity to see and share work across the globe, giving them a tangible sense of really being connected to each other. This was a very enriching experience for our teachers and students. It invoked in them a desire to know and connect more.
En la provincia de España se convocó una comisión que adaptó el documento del Secretariado Internacional sobre Ciudadanía Global a nuestra realidad. Después se hizo un documento propio con ayuda de teólogos y sociólogos y a continuación se presentó a los directores que así pudieron participar en la elaboración de la versión final del documento que se utilizará para que los colegios puedan aplicar en su propio contexto estos principios generales de esta dimensión que es tan importante para nosotros.
At St. Peter's Prep, the leadership, faculty, and students feel connected with colleagues around the world. We continuously support and nurture these relationships as they are central to the work we do. To integrate a global dimension in our school, we first used the Educate Magis course as formation for our leadership teams, and we made sure to integrate global thinking into our strategic plan. We also appointed one of our faculty members as Director of Global Initiatives, and we extended this global thinking both to initial formation for new teachers and ongoing professional development for veteran teachers. An important element in making this successful is for us to do it together, in community. We meet to discuss our learning, we have meals together, we celebrate together, and we nurture the relationships both in the school and across the world.
Here at Riverview, an important aspect of global citizenship is caring for our common home. We run a number of sustainability programs each and every year. One of our most unique and influential initiatives is the Food Mulcher, which recycles food waste from the boarding mills. We have 286 boarders who consume just about 250,000 meals per year, and food waste is collected and processed through a pulp master machine. The waste is then collected and used for biofuels and composting. We also have an e-waste program where we partner with our local council 4 times a year, and local residents bring electrical goods like computers and televisions for recycling. We must all actively avoid contributing to landfill and refuse waste.
At St. Ignatius College in Lusaka, we organized a presentation on the global network of Jesuit schools and the opportunities this presents as a first step towards more global collaboration and global citizenship education. As director of Jesuit Eagles, I participated in the intercultural communication training module offered by Educate Magis, which helped me to learn, understand, and appreciate some skills necessary for global citizenship. One of the best parts for me was to share experiences of other Jesuit educators in other parts of the world.
La formación de educadores y educadoras es clave. La educación para la ciudadanía global implica un proceso de formación personal y comunitario que educadores y educadoras deben vivirlo. De allí que la iniciativa de formación de la Federación Internacional de Fe y Alegría viene trabajando en la incorporación de esta dimensión en el plan de formación común.
Please take a moment now to reflect on which of the experiences resonated most with you and take note of this. Write down the actions you are already taking in your school which relate to global citizenship education and what more you wish to do. Write down the support you need in order to do this. Know that Educate Magis and this task force are here to support and guide your work in global citizenship. Please refer to the accompanying document for more information and resources to support you as you begin or continue your global citizenship journey. We would like to finish now with a short meditation. So before you return to your busy days, we invite you to get comfortable and let yourself be guided by the voice of one of your colleagues from Uttar Pradesh, India.
We contemplate the Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit as in the kingdom meditation of the spiritual exercises, gazing at the whole universe. The Trinity sees a human race ravaged by the pandemic, a global village advanced in communication technology and social networking, yet separated by their faith, creed, color, and denominations. A people traveling to the moon and the planets, yet not able to cross borders. A globalized world divided by conflicts. A world rich in resources, but filled with deprived peoples. A generation which thinks and feels that they are in control, yet lost in the myriad challenges of living together. A world yearning for reconciliation, a people seeking justice, His creation needing care and attention. We hear God the Father asking, "Whom shall I send?" Contemplate and listen to Jesus telling each one of us, "I wish you to be our servant." What is our response to this invitation and command from Jesus? Is it possible for us to respond generously by forming global citizens? If so, do we commit ourselves to this noble task? Amen.